I used to feel so much guilt and so much shame for being a single mom.
I have a kid, but I don't want to date a guy with any kid.
The biggest reason why most men don't want to date a single mother.
Has modern dating become more complicated than ever before? Why do some men say they're hesitant to date single parents? Is it about responsibility, finances, compatibility, or something else entirely? Stay with us until the end because the final reason behind this debate might surprise you.
Yes, I have a kid, but I don't want to date a guy with any kids, and here's why. Unless you're like a widower, why are you single? What did you fucking do? What did you do to the mother of your children? Because I know that girl did not want to break up a home. She did not want to do that. She did not want to be a single mother. I'm speaking from fucking experience. Literally, I told the father of my child, like every time he did something wrong that any person would leave in a relationship for, I would literally beg him to be normal and to get his life together and to be responsible, because I did not want to be a single mother. Did not. So if you, sir, have child, anything, and your baby mama is not on drugs and you have full custody of your children, dead, yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to, oh, maybe she cheated on you. Okay, yeah, you probably started it. Let's just be real. I do not want a man with a child because something happened and it's his fault usually. I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, his fault. And you can say that I'm fucking whatever you want. All the men in my comments are going to be like, well, shut up. Already shut up. You haven't even said anything. Shut up. Thank you.
Dating in 2026 looks very different. People are becoming more selective about relationships and thinking carefully before making long-term commitments.
I used to feel so much guilt and so much shame for being a single mom. And I do think that it's because of social standards. Society makes people feel like if you're a single parent, you should be ashamed. And I think that's honestly ridiculous because people don't really understand sometimes that single parents don't just get up one day and choose to be single parents. It doesn't work like that, okay? I didn't just get up one day and was like, I'm gonna be a single mom today. Yeah, that's the move. No, okay? Relationships sometimes don't work out. People end up getting divorced. Some people end up leaving the other parent because they're not fit to be a parent or whatever the case. Everybody's reasoning is different, and I just think that single parents shouldn't be made to feel like they should be guilty or shamed for being a single parent, because nobody really understands everyone's reasoning for being a single parent. And honestly, I stopped feeling all that guilt and shame about like 2 years ago because I started realizing, like, honestly, my life is pretty dope. Like, I worked really hard to get to where I am, financially, mentally. Like, I worked really hard to get here, and I should not be ashamed. I should not feel guilty for the life that I live. And my son is thriving. He's happy. He does really well academically. Like, everything's great. So yeah, I stopped feeling shame. I stopped feeling guilty, and I started being kinder to myself. And I think that as a single parent, that if you feel some of that guilt and shame, don't. Be proud of yourself, because not a lot of people can do what you can. Not a lot of people can. I promise you that.
Some men say they're not ready for the responsibilities that can come with dating someone who has children. Others say they're simply looking for a different stage of life.
If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends? Somebody is lying on this app, because I will have my daughter in my arms and I will have somebody come ask me out. And I'll just be like, oh, well, like, you know I got a kid, right? And they're like, all right, cool. What kind of snack she like? So somebody's lying. I need all the men that say that men don't want single moms to come forward.
She has a pretty good point, but y'all know how to run to the comments, man. But we gotta run to the comments together, man. Let's look and see how the comment box felt about this TikTok. This one is friendly fire right here. Boyfriends, but never husbands. Recreational use only, never marriage 100. But they're gonna say, who says we want to get married now? This is the crazy one right here, though. Exactly, girl. I got 5 kids and I'm married to a man. I got 0 kids. That's wild. How did it not work out with the other 5 baby daddies, man? Had 3 kids with my ex. when I met my husband. A bunch of content creators on the internet saying, oh, you watch stuff, don't nobody want you, nobody want to deal with that. And all these women out here who said, you probably don't want to deal with that, or you probably just mad I'm not giving you attention. That's how you coping, man. But yo, leave me when I tell you people, man, single mothers ain't out here struggling trying to find a man, bro. A lot of women are, man, but these women, they making it happen, dude. Dudes have absolutely no problem playing stepdad.
A lot of rhetoric we hear online is that single mothers are less valuable on the dating market. Do you feel like that is fair?
Fair is the wrong word, but I think there's truth to it.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is there is a level of disqualification that's going to happen because a man that is high earning, high value has a lot of options. Now, does that make that woman a bad woman? No. Does it make her unworthy of love? No. Does it mean that it's never going to happen for her? No. But odds are most high value, high earning men want what they want. And sometimes the extra baggage of children, not to say that children are baggage, but you know what I'm saying, that's not going to be the choice. And also, I think too many women are letting too many men baby mama them more than once.
Shout out to the baby mama makers. Having a woman that can change the course of your life emotionally and spiritually, and you disqualify her because she has a child that can also guide you in your personal, financial, and spiritual journey. At some point, we have to level up emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
Yes.
And acknowledge that children are not the standard to disqualify a woman. There's so many other things that people can provide, whereas if you say, but if you have a child, I don't want it. So now you're robbing yourself of your own spiritual journey, your own emotional journey, because you have a rigid mindset of what you like.
That would be the assumption that one doesn't have the other. Like, imagine a woman that doesn't have children that can help you to grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and energetically. If you have the option, and that's why I'm saying you got to look at it where both things are even. It's not to say that women that have children are worse and women that don't are better. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the reality of a good woman that comes into your life, if a man is blessed enough to actually get a good woman that wants him to grow and wants to evolve and wants to be in her feminine and wants to submit and all of these different things, then that's a blessing in itself. However, if a man has all the options, why would he choose a woman that already has children?
Option doesn't mean that that's who you were ordained to be with.
I agree.
So you can have many options, but don't let that trick you out of your spot. There's infinite pathways to God.
True.
Right?
Yes.
So that means that we're not just paying attention to options, we're paying attention, who is my soul guiding me to? And your soul may guide you to what your desires have absolutely nothing to do with. And I also acknowledge we may be having a conversation about two different people.
Yes.
So we're talking about on a human level where you just want to date because you got money and you want to have all of these different options. Cool, you're going to get what you get.
Right.
But if we're talking about people who are dating for the specifics of healing, growing, and evolving, then they better be conscious of the choices that they choose.
On the other hand, many single parents say these assumptions are unfair. They argue that every person and every relationship should be judged individually.
And you really do need to be careful about who you choose to have children with, because for a lot of men, their hatred for the mom is a lot stronger than the love that they have for their child. When I had to co-parent with my baby daddy, I was recently reminded of an incident that at the time I believed was just lazy parenting and a careless mistake. Now when I look back, I recognize that careless mistake for actually a form of control. And I'm going to tell you about that time. So many years ago, I'm at a friend's house and my baby daddy had our daughter for the morning. He calls me up and says that he is ready to exchange her back to me. And I let him know I'm actually at a friend's house. And I was really excited to see this friend because she had her own daughter. And her daughter and my daughter loved to play together. So it was going to be like an impromptu double date. He hears that I am somewhere other than my home. And immediately we have a problem. He doesn't like that I am somewhere other than my own home and implies that I am irresponsible for not sitting around and anticipating his call. But in the end, he really couldn't argue with me because this friend's house was only about 6 minutes from his home. So he gives in and says he'll drop off our kid there. He comes, I pick up our child, I throw the diaper bag over my shoulder, and he zooms off. Not suspiciously at all. Now, I'm carrying my kid over my shoulder, and as we're walking up to my friend's driveway, I notice that she doesn't have shoes on. I think to myself, surely the shoes are in the diaper bag. Why wouldn't they be? Any competent parent would leave the shoes in the diaper bag. Of course, they were not in the diaper bag. So I call him and I say, hey, you dropped our child off without shoes. And he starts explaining away. Oh yeah, she was taking a nap when I put her in the car, and I guess I forgot about them, but you have dozens of shoes at home. You won't miss the pair that I forgot. But I'm not home. And you know I'm not home. So what am I supposed to do about the fact that you forgot our toddler's shoes? Again, he starts attacking me. Well, you're a mom. Any responsible parent would have a second pair of shoes in the car. And the fact that you don't is actually a reflection of your lazy parenting, not my mistake. And that's what it was like having to co-parent with this person. I realized in that moment that this man's hatred and his insistence on having to punish me for leaving him was always going to be more important than our daughter's safety or her happiness. Our daughter was not able to play in the backyard with her friend that afternoon. We were not able to go to a restaurant like we had planned to go to because he had coincidentally forgotten her shoes. And of course it wasn't an accident. He did it on purpose. He was angry that I had the audacity to continue my life without him, to maintain friendships outside of him, and he wanted me to be punished for that. And even if our daughter was collateral damage in that pursuit, he was willing to make that sacrifice.
Financial pressure also plays a role. With rising living costs, many people are cautious about taking on additional responsibilities.
And yes, I've been crying. But let's give a dating update. No, I'm not actually out there dating. I'm not. And this is the thing. This is why this dating update is just so unnecessary, because I'm not out there trying to date. Anyways, I met someone. When I was out one time. And the guy was really nice, really wholesome. The interaction was beautiful. I thought, okay, why not? Why not give him my number? We were talking for a couple days, right? Not even a week we've been talking. And just received a message. So everything was going good, guys. Consistent messaging, nice questions, like, not that I was getting carried away, but I just thought, wow, like, this is just falling in my lap. Like, I didn't go out there looking for it, and he's just turned up. Maybe this could be something. Let's read the message, shall we? Okay. He said, hey, Natalie, I want to be open and upfront with you because you deserve that without a doubt. I really enjoyed speaking to you, even in this short time. When we first met, you did tell me about having kids, which I always do that, ladies. Don't get me wrong, I don't regret my decision in taking your number because I've enjoyed getting to know you. As I'm reading this, I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. I know where it's going. I know you mentioned that you were ready to settle down and find love again. Although the kids is of course a big factor to consider, I think in my head that maybe I would ease to that thought the more I got to know you, but I'm not sure it completely has. Despite the fact I think we have a lot in common, you're an amazing person, attractive, driven, funny. He's not wrong, ladies. That I just wouldn't want to be wasting your time and potentially blocking your blessing. We love a self-aware man. Now, I'll be real. As you can see, my eyes are a bit puffy. I cried. Right? And it wasn't because I had any feelings towards him. I barely know the guy. But just being rejected because of your children, it stings. It stings because it's not something you can say, oh, do you know what? I can just work on that. Oh, I can change that. I can improve that. No, my kids are here. They ain't going nowhere. So it's like, oh, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm trying my best not to internalize it because equally I've met so many men that don't care that I've got kids. I got to show the highs and lows of dating as a single parent. At the moment it's low, but we're believing it's going to get high. We're believing the right person will come. Let's leave it there, guys.
Trust and compatibility have become bigger priorities. Many people now say they'd rather stay single than enter a relationship that doesn't feel right.
A mother calls herself a single mom because her husband is never around as he works 60 hours a week. It's caused quite a bit of controversy in their marriage and online. The husband posted to Reddit that they have a 3-year-old son, and like many parents today, they're stretched really thin financially, so he works grueling hours to keep them afloat. His wife, on the other hand, is drowning with the burden of being a stay-at-home mom with no help. It's led to her venting to friends and family that she feels like a single mom and a solo parent, which is probably a sincere feeling. Studies have shown that even in the most egalitarian marriages, women on average end up doing a third more childcare and nearly twice as much housework as men. But when the dad overheard her saying these things, it was his breaking point. Because while he gets that her burden is overwhelming, it's not like he's out partying and ghosting his kid. And her feelings were equally controversial online, because no matter how much she may feel like a single mom, she's not. Single moms often have everything on their shoulders and don't have anybody to help them out for even a single hour of the day. And that's before we even get into the financial burdens. 40% of US single parents make less than $17 an hour, which is a poverty wage in today's American economy, especially when you have to pay for childcare. I was raised by a single mom, and I can tell you from what I witnessed of what that burden did to her. She would have given her eye teeth to trade places with this woman and have a partner contributing literally anything, no matter how inadequate. Being a single parent is not remotely the same thing as having a husband working the equivalent of 1.5 jobs. Sounds like both of them are overwhelmed, and what they need to do is come together, talk through their struggles, and walk each other through this hard time. Because arguing over who's got it harder is only going to make things worse.
Social media has amplified this conversation. Personal stories and opinions spread quickly, making the issue seem even more polarized.
I need to crash out for a minute here. Okay, look, I'm not looking my best. I think my hair looks a little greasy. I just came from my son's playoff travel baseball game. I decided afterwards, because it's not my weekend, that I'm just gonna go grab a bite to eat. I didn't want to go sit at home by myself again. That felt depressing, and I'm just gonna sit at a bar and have dinner, and who knows, maybe I'll meet someone. No. First of all, there was the bar was at 0. There was no one even there, and then finally, towards the end, a somewhat decent, attractive man comes in. He sits right next to me, looks at me. I could tell, I could feel the vibe that he was interested, but he didn't say one word. Not the entire time. I sat there. I was kind of, angling my body in that direction, hey, I'm interested. If you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you. I, was playing with my hair a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit, a little flirty. I even had a hat. Putting on my hat just in case I looked too greasy. Anyway, the point is, people say, oh, why do you go on dating apps? You can just meet someone in real life. Can you? Can you, though? Can you actually meet someone in real life? I don't think so. Because you know what? I'm going to say it. Men in real life are pussies. I said what I said. I don't know. The situation, it feels a little hopeless. I'm angling my body towards you. I don't have a ring on. It's a Sunday night. I'm sitting at a bar by myself. I'm flirting with you without saying anything. I can't quite make eye contact because you're next to me. Did I do something wrong? Let me know.
The reality is that there is no one-size-fits-all answer. Some people happily build strong families with partners who already have children, while others decide it's not the right fit for them.
I think now I understand more why men don't want to date women with kids. Now, everybody know all up and through my page, I'm a girl's girl to my core, but I got to keep it real when I see it. The children are not the problem. I really do believe that a woman with children, even multiple children, 4 or 5 kids, I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem when it comes to why a man don't want to date a woman with kids is because her child's father still has access to her. Under no circumstances should your child's father be able to be contacting you and have access to you at all times. If it's strictly about the kids and the relationship is over, there's no reason why he should have access to you all times of the night, all times of the day. It should simply be strictly about the kids. You can co-parent and be about the kids, and your child's father does not have easy access to you. Your child's father should not be able to come to your house uninvited. Your child's father should not have free reign to do what it is that he want to do when he want to do it. Women lack boundaries when it comes to their child's father. If I was a guy, I wouldn't particularly want to deal with that either, because the situation is already sticky as is. You already have a child with them. You're already bonded with that person. So now this person can call you anytime they want. This person can get access to you anytime they want. You do have to be mature about the situation and understand that contact is going to be had because you have children. But I think a lot of times in this situation, this pertains to a lot of men that don't do shit for their kids. Because a man that don't do nothing for his kids, but he still has access to you, what's really going on here? I don't fault men for not wanting to date women with kids. And some men have never experienced that, but they know how the game go. So they probably feel like, well, if he still has access to her, then she might still want to be with him. I don't think any male or female would want to be involved in that.
Perhaps the biggest trend isn't avoidance. It's that people are becoming more intentional about the relationships they choose.
I keep seeing this discourse on TikTok about single moms and dating single moms and who doesn't want to date single moms and, oh, you're not worthy and all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah. As a former single mom of 2 kids with 2 baby daddies, I have the room to say what I'm about to say. Every time you have another kid by another man or multiple kids by multiple men, your dating pool of men that will take you serious and want to date you to marry you and see you as a wifey prospect and see you as somebody they want to build their life with and take serious gets smaller, 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 smaller. And that's just bottom line, period, end of story, end of discussion, no argument. And that's a hard truth to swallow as a woman, that, hey, I made this decision thinking I trusted this person and wanted to have a family with this person and it didn't work out. And now because of that, there's like a whole group of men that don't even like see me as a dating. Yes. And that's just it. And as a former single mom, I had to come to terms with that. And that hurt. It hurt me that, hey, like it's not my fault I'm a single mom. It doesn't matter. People need to understand that single moms also come with a lot of fucking baggage. It's not even just about, hey, you had a kid with another man, you already started a family, or you're used goods. It has nothing, like, there's so much more to why people don't want to date single moms. The fucking baggage, the mental baggage, the emotional, physical, financial, like, there's so much fucking baggage. A lot of single moms come from abusive, fucked up, mentally, emotionally draining, traumatic relationships and aren't healed. And that in itself is baggage. Being abused is baggage. Trauma is baggage. All that stuff, trust issues, being cheated on, it's baggage. It's baggage. And a lot of us don't take the time to heal. A lot of us leave our abusers, our liars, our cheaters, our narcissists, and then we jump right back into the dating game. No therapy, no healing, no taking the time for ourselves to find ourselves, to get over what the fuck we went through. And then we take all that baggage and try to find a man to save us. And that's just not it. You shouldn't be looking at dating as a single mom as like a savior, or, hey, this person's going to bail me out or help me with these kids and we're going to be like, you should be dating for love. You should be dating to meet your partner. Now, as a single mom, obviously that's just something that you would understand, like, hey, if a man comes in my life, he's obviously going to step into a certain role, but you shouldn't be dating a man looking for a fucking bailout, a fucking savior. And that's how men see it. Like, especially when you have a lot of baggage and you're not healed, they always think, like, what are you dating for? Like, men can see when you're not healed. Men can see when you're vulnerable and traumatized. They see that. They know that. And they feed off of it. And they're like, well, I'm not going to take her serious because she's obviously still mentally fucked up from the last shit. And so she's definitely not looking for actually love. She's looking for somebody to fill the void, somebody to band-aid the hurt and fix the pain. She's not ready to actually open up and start a new connection with somebody. And that's what y'all don't understand. Men can see when a single mom is vulnerable. And then that's another thing. You guys open yourselves up to meet more abusers, predators, people who see you as a vulnerable single mom who needs help, and they pop in as saviors. These are the people who abuse your kids, abuse you. Like, it's just a whole lot of baggage, and it's too much for some people. Like, hey, I just want to date. I don't want to think so deeply into things. I don't want to have to worry about this and worry about that and make a relationship with this kid and that kid and this dad and that dad. Like, that's a lot for people. Why can't you guys understand that? When I left my last and I was single, I wasn't looking for a man. I didn't think I needed a man. I think I needed fucking therapy and some fucking medication. But I ended up, meeting my man, and we've been together for almost 2 years. Beautiful relationship. I have an amazing man, but I was not prepared for it, to be honest. I was not prepared because I didn't think, I wasn't looking for a daddy for my kids. I was sustaining myself, paying my own bills, taking care of my own kids by myself. I didn't need a man. But some of y'all go out there and are like, oh, why does a man want to date us? Before you say that, make sure that you have done everything to heal from your last situation. You can sustain yourself. Like, men are looking at that shit. But this is only if you're worried about dating. You know, some women are not worried about dating. Some women leave their baby daddies and become single moms and ain't worried about no man. Ain't worried about keeping no man. Ain't worried about love or commitment or none of that. And that's good for you. This is specifically a message for women who are very worried about dating another man or dating in general after having kids and leaving their last relationship with their children's father. When I got with my man, I used to tell him all the time, are you sure? Are you sure you want to date a single mom? I got 2 baby daddies, one weird one psychotic one. I'm good. Like, I don't need your money. I pay my own bills, whatever the case may be. I take care of my kids, all that. I got my own career. I got my own education. But are you sure? And for the first 6 months, I would always ask him, are you sure? Are you sure? We're 2 years in now. I'm pretty sure he's sure at this point. But you know what I'm saying? Like, even I, as a single mom, always have to think, like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because even I, not being delusional, but being self-aware, understand that this is a lot. This is a lot for somebody. Like, this is a lot for me, and it's my situation, and I'm going through it. So imagine. Because you have to think about it, too. If all this stuff as a single mom disturbs your peace and the baby daddy drama, and all, if it disturbs your peace, why do you think somebody else would want to join you on their peace being disturbed? That's another perspective to look at it, too. Because if it's, like, destroying and tearing up your life and has you constantly stressed out, if somebody's dating you, they're also going through all that drama with you. So
modern dating is changing for everyone. The important question is whether people can respect each other's preferences while still treating one another with empathy.
The biggest reason why most men don't want to date a single mother. Most female think say the reason why a lot of men don't want to date them because they are single mothers is because man no want to raise another man youth. And to some point that's very valid, but that's not the only reason, and that's not the biggest reason, because enough man don't have a problem for raise another man child, right? The biggest problem is the disrespect that comes with raising that child. Disrespect from the mother and disrespect from the kid, and potentially confronting or disrespected by them father. So you have to understand it's very complex. That's why enough man can't bother with that, because it is very complex and it's very sticky situation when you are trying to be a stepfather. Seeing you are trying to do the right thing, but it's not just raising the kid is the problem. It's the disrespect will come behind it. We come with it. See? Because you are quickly reminded when them pitney they are grow and getting big, you will be quickly reminded that, guess what? You are not my father. No way I do. Don't talk to me certain way. The pitney they must start tell you that. Not every. I'm just saying generally. You know, when nobody comes say, no, me never talk to me stepfather, so me not talk about uno. Me talk about generally speaking. Enough stepfather get disrespected by the kids and by the mother. And the mother quickly remind you, and so our father, or so him father used to talk to her or talk to him. You're quickly reminded you are not the father. Enough man afraid of that, and that is factual. Me raise, well, me not gonna say raise 100%, but I was there from she was like 3-4 years old. Big up my stepdaughter. If you watch this, big up yourself. You know, say no lie, no, you know this. Big up yourself, big up your baby mother. Same way. The thing is, me never get disrespected by her. Seen? And she a big girl now, big woman now. Depend on her own. Seen? And that was years before my kids. But the point I'm trying to make, a whole heap of man complain about certain things. Certain pitney and some mothers don't have no manners and they don't have no respect for them stepfather and what them stepfather do. Seen? So, me don't want to get into it too much, but me just want to make you know, say, raising the child is not the problem. Most man have a problem with that. It's the disrespect behind it. The disrespect that comes with it. And best believe, when you try to discipline that youth will make you know, say, yo, me call my father. Especially if them father have a reputation for be a bad boy. Or a reputation for be a rude boy. Me call him father and say, yo, my father will come get rid of you. And now, you have to just take everything and just know, say, so it go. Enough man can't deal with that. So why would a man go try there with a single mother with 2 kids, 2 different baby father, or 3 kids, whatever, and see a nice young girl that's a 25, 26, we don't have no pitney, we don't have no baggage. You get to me I say? So enough man can't take the disrespect and the baggage that comes with it. There's a lot of reason, but me I give you the main reason because enough man talk to me. And me see it with my own eye. Even though I wasn't disrespected as one, thankfully, seeing, and I can proudly say that, and I was there financially and otherwise, I wasn't disrespected. I'm grateful. Nothing no perfect, you have some little glitches there, but everything was good. And she know that. So we have a mutual, you know what I say, understanding. But my kids them now, we are my own. Me can discipline them or me want to discipline them because they are my kids. Exactly. And if, say for instance, my kids have a stepfather and then now them a call me a complaint, say them stepfather do certain things. The stepfather, they have to come see me now, you know. Enough man can't manage them thing there. So me don't want to keep the video too long. Time hot. And we there go on easy. But like, make me know what you think. Comment, share, come back to the channel and support the movement. You see me I say thing I get big. Seeing? Big Voice Radio in the building. Big up on yourself.
Now we want to hear from you. Do you think people should be open to dating someone with children, or is it reasonable to know your own limits? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more videos on modern dating.
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest